No need to look any further, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. No need to look any further, you chose the right station.
Fighting!
Mr. Cowboy
Under the
Nation.
blue corner.
You chose the right station. Mr. Cowboy Nation. Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Weighing in at a slim, trim 195 pounds. Hailing from Memphis, Tennessee. He is the reigning, defending heavyweight champion of the world. Stand to your feet and acknowledge him, the Black Nature Boy, Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Yeah, one more time for the people in the back of that thing.
Nation.
I put too much ice in here. Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? How y'all been? Boy, I've been getting my butt kicked this last month. I appreciate y'all, though, for coming through. How y'all been, man? All right, let's do it. I'm so happy to be back. Welcome to Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation. I am your host, Mr. Cowboy Nation. Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation is brought to you by Snap Pick Productions, right? All the episodes are uploaded to our YouTube channel, Mr. Cowboy Nation, on IG underscore Mr. Cowboy Nation underscore. There's a page solely dedicated to the show and all things football. Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation. That is separate from this page, right? And you have this page, so you have a lot of options, right? So whichever one you choose, fine with us. TikTok, Jerome, Mr. Cowboy Nation. What are they gonna do with TikTok? Do we have it? What's going on? So TikTok is the same thing, Jerome, Mr. Cowboy Nation, McNeary, right? So we upload shorts to the TikTok channel. Can you dig it? So you got a lot of options. All right, so Cash App donations. You're gonna see my producer drop the Cash App tag on the front of the desk. Whatever you want to see in the end is cool. Can you dig it? We ain't applying pressure there, really. Available platforms, right? So the audio is uploaded, and you can listen to the audio wherever you get your podcast. My personal favorite being Spotify. Can you dig it? So when you go on Spotify, you search Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation, right? So and that with Mr. Cowboy Nation is very important because there's a lot of Let's Talk Footballs, but there's only one Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. Can you dig that? All right, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get this party going. Oh, there you go. Caught the beat. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Petty. Pendergrass. It's in the field. Let's go, man. All right, so y'all know I've been gone all playoffs, so I got to go back a little bit. We gonna bring y'all up to speed on how I feel about everything. So let's address the elephant in the room. Detroit Lions, come on down here and see, man. The Detroit Lions, the nerve of y'all, man. The nerve of y'all. Had people scared to play y'all in the playoffs. Y'all just running trick play after trick play after trick play. Just refusing to punt on fourth downs. And what we say, dude, y'all need to chill. Y'all need to stop. It's gonna come back and bite you in the ass. You need to stop. You might want to stop doing that to people. All right, so, not Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell kept on being brash and, right, I'm going for it on every fourth down. And 15 games later, right, number one seed, 15 wins later, number one seed, right, first round, bye. Oh, this it. This the year Detroit. Detroit may actually win the Super Bowl, right? Yeah, this it. Man, you see the way Jared Goff had me fooled. Jared Goff was my MVP for Pete's sakes, right? That's how good the Lions look. So surely they'll lose in the NFC Championship game to the Eagles of, You know, something like, right? Nah, wrong. Here come Rookie Jaden Daniels. They made Jaden Daniels look like a mixture of Michael Vick and Dan Marino and Warren, like all rolled into one. It was like, they made Jaden Daniels look like a super quarterback, dude. They couldn't stop nothing. They couldn't stop nothing Washington was doing. Like oh my God, they had Jaden. I was like, man, Jaden Daniels, is this the same kid we beat with backups, right? I'm talking about just carving the Detroit Lions up. Oh my! Now if that had been us, you know, right? We would have heard the end of it. But remember, y'all was ready to put that picture back up there. Look, put that picture. That's your king. That's y'all king right there. That's y'all king. Remember, y'all trying to make them America's team. That's y'all king. That's y'all king. And there was people out here saying they're gonna leave the Cowboys, go cheer for the Lions. Wow! So you wanna leave a team with 5 Super Bowls to go sit with them? Nah, I'm good. No Super Bowls and doing that, right? You know this is the same franchise who went 0-16, right? Like this is kind of what they. All right, I'm sorry. All right, let's move on. Minnesota Vikings, y'all too. Y'all come over down here and see me. So the Minnesota Vikings was another team, right? Just had us like, oh man, you see Minnesota? Woo, Minnesota balanced. See the way they run the ball. See that defense? Woo, Minnesota gonna be a problem. Minnesota getting in the playoffs and scored 9 points total. 9 points. 14 wins, right? What was it, man? 14 win road? Woo, good luck to whoever had to play them. 9 points. They scored 9 points and gave up 9 sacks. Wow. You can't make this up. 9 points and 9 sacks, right? Oh my Minnesota. This is another one. This is another one people was talking about, you know, I'm gonna lead the Cowboys and it's a common theme. Just stay with me. I'm going to lead the Cowboys, and I'm going to go to at least the Vikings trying to win. So you want to go sit with them? Put that pitch back up there for me. Did you put that pitch? You want to go sit with them? Another team with 0 Super Bowls, right? Right? Getting y'all hyped up in the regular season to let you down. Look, I don't understand. All right, so I'm going to move on. I'm getting ahead of the show. All right, so this next one, it kind of hurt me because I feel sorry for the guy, right? I feel sorry for that. I said, Petty, you can't get him. Like, classic guy, right? Real classic guy. Been clutch his whole career, right? Been one of the top guys in his position his whole career. But just picked a terrible time to have one of them days. And I truly felt sorry for him, right? Initially. So what was his demise was that I had a couple weeks to sit on it, a week to sit on it before, I actually made the decision. So upon further review, we'll allow it. Mark Andrews, come on down here and see me. Mark Andrews. Oh my God! I said, man, you can't get Mark Andrews, dude. Like Mark Andrews been such a class guy, right? You can't get Mark Andrews, man, right? Nah, we're gonna get Mark Andrews in. Cause how you drop that? Like how do you drop that 2-point conversion? If there wasn't Jackie Smith, I'd pay you, man. Like, well, that's the first person I thought about was Jackie Smith. I was like, dude, that's number 6. That's Super Bowl number 6 for the Dallas Cowboys, right there, wide open, just. Then the ball just followed him. Like he dropped the 2-point conversion like 4 times. He just followed him. We ain't gonna talk about the phone. I'm like, damn, Mark, like you picking the worst day possible to stink the joint up. Oh my, Mark Andrews. All right, so we're gonna take a break in the action and get a word from our sponsor. Let me get myself together as well.
Introducing SnapX Podcast Network. Give your voice a platform through podcasting. If you're thinking about starting a podcast or already have one, let us help you. Contact us when you're ready at www.snapxpodcast.com. That's www.snapxpodcast.com. The SnapX Podcast Network.
All right, so this episode question of the day goes as follows. Will Patrick Mahomes be the GOAT QB, right? Will Patrick Mahomes be the GOAT QB if he wins, I think this would be his fourth Super Bowl, first ever to three-peat? Yeah, ooh, that's wild, bro. That is wild. That's almost Jordan-like. You know what I'm saying? Woo, man, that's crazy. So y'all know my opinion. I think it's Joe Montana. I think Joe Montana is the greatest QB to ever play because he didn't cheat. But Patrick Mahomes pulled this off, man. You know, and I know the refs gonna come up, but this dude still got to make those plays, right? So I'm just saying, yes, I guess I'm gonna say yeah. He may be the. Well, nah, I still can't put him over Montana because Montana undefeated in the Super Bowl, right? But he would definitely be. He would definitely be in the conversation. He'd definitely be. I'm taking him over Brady because he didn't cheat either. Right, so I'm taking him over Brady. Joe, what it do, man? All right, so let's go over to this week's. This episode, Did You See That Moment? This episode, Did You See That Moment? Comes from the Commanders and Lions game. Let's go check that out.
Second down, they blitz again. Daniels, though, has some time. Lets it rip, floating it deep down the field.
Woo, damn. Now check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
Wow.
Check this out. Oh, my. Oh, my.
See that ball.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Now, I've heard of no-look passes, but no-look catches, come on now. We getting beside ourselves. I told y'all, Detroit, all them trick plays were going to come back. Boy, no-look catch. Boy said, hold my beer. Check this out. Right, you throwing passes to your old lineman and all that. Oh, man. Man, it's top league. All right, I can't drink my drink no more, y'all. All right, so let's get into the playoff recap. And did you see that clip kind of brought me into, it was a perfect segue, bright future in D.C., right? So you see the type of throws that Jaden Daniels, he made throws like that all year, right? So bright future in D.C., I mean, yeah. We kind of saw this movie before with RG3, did we not? Did we not? So I'm not calling them RG3. I'm saying let's not put them in every Super Bowl for the next 10 years just yet. like, let's give it some time. But I like the poise. I love the poise, and his ball placement is absolutely crazy, right? So I don't know, man. I think, Washington, right as of now, look like Washington got themselves a QB, right? So, but they still got Dan Quinn, so they'll figure out how to blow it. All right, so Detroit's Super Bowl window may be closing, right? So there's something else I kind of, right? Anytime you're very successful like that in this league, your coaching staff gets raided. You know what I'm saying? So, and the San Fran fans in here, they can attest to that. So in Detroit kind of went through the same. Ain't no kind. They went through the same thing. Both coordinators gone, right? Ben Johnson brought some guys with him. So yeah, you still got Dan Campbell, being Dan Campbell, right? You don't have genius Ben Johnson to bail him out, right? So I don't know, man. Detroit could be taking a step back. Looks like they're gonna take a step back. Just from the coaching, just from what they lost from a coaching standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. NFC may be up for grabs in the next couple of years. Can you dig it? KC getting healthy at the right time. I put in parentheses the refs, so it's like you can't talk about Kansas City without talking about the refs. Right? Look, man, I'm gonna say something. Can we just all be truthful? And I'm gonna say something, right? Okay. So, are the Chiefs benefiting from absolutely? Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't see it. Yes. But I'm gonna ask you this: don't we see that in all sports? Like, don't we see LeBron get the benefit of the whistle sometimes? Don't we see Steph get the benefit of the whistle? Right? We see it in all sports, right? They can't. And right now, Mahomes is the biggest star in this league. So he's gonna, this. You know how it goes. Like this, it's a money thing. It's politics, right? So Mahomes is the darling right now. He's the star. He's the face of the league. He's Jordan. I hate to say it, especially if he pulled this off Sunday. Mahomes is equal to Jordan right now. There's going to be a lot of great players, namely Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, right? Yeah, that don't get a ring because they're in the AFC trying to get past him, right? So I think if you put Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson in the NFC, it'll be in the Super Bowl every year, right? Either or, right? They'll be in the Super Bowl every year, or at least in the NFC Championship game every year, right? So they got to get past Mahomes, dude, and that's hell right now with Reed coaching. I believe the refs treat Kansas City better than any other team right now. I agree, but they the darling, like they the right. And when we was doing our thing, when we was winning Super Bowls, we got a few flags in there, like. It's the nature of the beast. It's how it goes, right? It's how we see this in all the sports. So I don't know why it's such a big deal, right? Kansas City still can be beat. Like, I understand they got calls, but they've made plays too. The Denver game, right? They blocked the field goal. Denver finna kick a field goal to win. They blocked the field goal, like. So they are pretty good too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want. Yeah, they are getting the benefit of the flag, but yeah, they are pretty good too. So which makes it that harder to beat them. All right, so Russell Wilson. Yeah. Let me ask y'all this. If you watching this, y'all think Russ washed, man? Y'all think it's time for Russ to go ahead and sit down, call it a. Do you think Russ hurt his stop for next year with the way he ended the season? Because he was looking good there for a good little stretch, and then it just seemed like kind of fell off a cliff toward the end of the. And we saw this with Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning looked good, and all of a sudden he sucked, right? And it was time for him to go. So I'm just saying, like, would you take a fly on Russell Wilson right now? I wouldn't. Absolutely not. I think I'm gonna pass on Russ right now. So which is interesting. I'm trying to see. I wonder what Pittsburgh gonna do at QB. Now it's talks of Jalen Milroe. Heard they like Milroe, but I don't. Is Milroe ready to play right now? I don't think he is. I think Milroe needs to sit. So Justin Fields. You go forward with Justin Fields. What do you do? This would be the first time I would be rooting for the refs against the Eagles. Preach, Joe. Preach. I'm gonna be searching for that yellow flag on third down. Please believe that. Please believe that. Get them, refs. All right, so I'm gonna do my state of the Cowboys. And I'm going to pick the Super Bowl. I got a couple of things to touch on with my State of the Cowboys address, man, because, as Jerry does, Jerry is going to keep the Dallas Cowboys in the headlines one way or another, right? Cowboys wasn't in the playoffs. But yet still, Jerry still found a way to keep the Cowboys right there in front and center, even though we wasn't in the playoffs, right? So, oh my God. So, Schottenheimer, where we at? Oh, okay. So, like with this announcement of the high around Super Bowl time and all this, right? So, you can say what you want about Jerry. But he keeps the Cowboys relevant. He does, right? But anywho, but the X's and O's, right? So, they're not gonna tell you this on ESPN and all that. Like, cause I was watching First Take the other day, and Stephen A. Smith was talking about, the Cowboys are 26th in the league in cap space. They don't have no cap space, and that's a lie, right? So the Cowboys are scheduled. I think the Cowboys projected cap space for the 2026 season is like $84 million and some change, right? And it's because they're gonna have a lot of free agents, a lot of free agents. If I'm not mistaken, like 20 free agents. So it's gonna be a lot of cap room. They're basically set up to rebuild the team with a new coach, right? So, maybe he goes all in. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm praying he makes a move in Myles Garrett. Like, Myles Garrett begged us to draft him, right? If Jerry can some way somehow make Myles Garrett happen, I would slick be defending Jerry Jones. Y'all need to shut up. He got us Myles Garrett and Mike. If he gets us Myles Garrett and Michael Parsons on the same defense, I think a lot would be. I ain't gonna say all it would be forgiven, but a lot would be forgiven. Jerry Jones is like a prom queen. Always wants the spotlight. Yeah. It got to be about Jerry now at some point. It got to be about Jerry, right? So, but if he can make the Myles Garrett thing happen, I think a lot would be forgiven, right? Because it's gonna be pretty tough to score on the defense with Michael Parsons and Myles Garrett coming. It is, bro. Oh my. But on one can dream, can't it? All right, so what do I think? What do I think about the Schottenheimer hire? What do I think about the Schottenheimer hire, right? Initially, I was like, dude, I know damn well we're not finna hire no damn Brian Schottenheimer. like that was the first thing I said. I said, dude, you ain't no way we finna hire no damn Brian Schottenheimer, dude. Right? What are we doing? Right? So, upon, poking and prying and doing a little research, I heard that Brian Schottenheimer made some changes to the offense, right? And they looked good. They were working. And, Mike kind of stepped in and vetoed it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying. So, and when they said that he was the only guy to get a in-person interview and it lasted 4 hours, I said, dude, remember, because I came on live, right? It wasn't a show, just regular live. I said, dude, he had to be highly impressive in the interview to 4 hours. That's a long time to be talking about football. Dude. 4 hours, right? So he had to be highly impressive in this interview. I was like, Then he's been around here coaching majority of his life, right? So I don't even question whether if he knows what to do. I think he been knew what to do as far as a head coach. I think he been had that. I just don't think he's had the desire to want to be a head coach. But I think the opportunity's always been there for him. It's just been on him. They've been like, But when you listen to him, I'm not real big on press conferences, right? Because I really don't care what you got to say. But I wanted to hear what his philosophy was on offense because he has put some really good rushing offenses on the field. So I wanted to see was that the way he was leaning towards? Was he leaning towards putting another really good rushing offense on the field? Because I feel like Dak really needs a run game. So I was listening for that, right? And I like what he said. You know, I like marrying the runs and the passes and this and the third. Like it sounded great, you know. So, but there's always Jerry, right? So hopefully this is what I'm hoping, y'all. I'm hoping that Schottenheimer can convince Jerry, hey, this is the way you win in this league. Right? So if Schottenheimer can convince Jerry that, hey, with the team you have now, this is the way you need to run your offense in order to win, which is running the ball. Run first, play action. Right? This is the type of offense that Dak Prescott needs. He needs a strong run game to force you to play, you know, man coverage on the receivers and kill you with CD. Right? So, and we saw Cooper Rush. We saw Cooper Rush look halfway decent, right? So imagine what Dak would have looked like with Rico Dowdle going for $130 on people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that Schottenheimer. I'm hoping that was Schottenheimer. That emergence of Rico Dowdle. I'm hoping that was Schottenheimer. There was some of the things that he's gonna bring next year. Like, cause if we can run the ball like that next year, yeah. We've been better shape, and I would really trust us to do something in the playoffs if we can run the ball like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to be able to run the ball. So, but I think the Schottenheimer hire could be. I think it could be pretty good. I got a good feeling about it now. I hope I ain't wrong, but I got a good feeling about it. Initially, I was cussing. Initially, I was cussing. The TV out. Like, man, I can't believe we, you know. But I was like, nah, just think about this, right? This not a bum off the street. This, you know, his dad was a pretty damn good coach. I didn't like his, you know, playoff record or whatnot, but he was pretty good. You know, Pete Carroll, he sat under Pete Carroll for a while, right? Learned some things, you know. So I'm just saying, I think we need to. Those of you who are up in arms about the hire, I think y'all just cool your heels and see where this goes, right? Because I think this could be pretty good. All right, which leads me to Dak Prescott. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get out in front of it, right? Eyes are gonna be on Dak Prescott next year. You got two division QBs that was in the NFC Championship game, right? One that was a rookie. The NFC is pretty much wide open right now. Anybody can. It ain't like the AFC where Mahomes got it on lock. The NFC is wide open. The NFC is begging for somebody to take it over. Right? So, and I'm just saying, like, Dak, this is it, Dak. This is it. This is it. I don't, and I told y'all, I think this is last contract, right? But yeah, but this it, man. Like, if ever there was a window or an opportunity for us to, you know, make a run, this is it. You got Washington and Philly in the NFC Championship game. What do we do to Washington and Philly with our starting quarterback on a yearly basis, right? If that's who we got to be to get to the Super Bowl, I like our chances. I do, right? So it's wide open. It's there for Dak to take. It is, right? So man, and we've been at excuses, right? We've been at excuses. Dak needs a deep playoff run on his resume. Like there's ain't no way around that. Because we can't keep saying play calling, we can't keep saying coaching. Dak has had some really nice teams going into the playoffs. Right? And he has underachieved. So it's time for Dak to put some people on his shoulders and carry him. Like there ain't no way, ain't no other way to phrase it, right? So if we gonna do anything, if we gonna make a run, if we gonna get over the hump, we need Dak to put his big boy pants on and put the team on his back. Right? I think the defense is going to be better than what people think. I don't know if a lot of people remember Matt Eberflus at Indy when he was the defense coordinator. He put a nasty defense on the field in Indianapolis, right? So I'm hoping he can do the same thing here. He was a linebacker coach here under Marinelli. He was a damn good linebacker coach. All right, so good that Indy came and stole him from us and handed them the defense. Right, so I think that was a great hire. The Arizona Cardinals O-line coach as offensive coordinator. I also think it was a good hire. Like the coaching staff is screaming running the ball. Like we are going to run the ball and play solid defense. That's what all these hires are screaming, right? So it looks like a good hire. Because those of us who like really get into football, what have we been saying? We too soft. We need to run the ball. We need to really commit to running the ball. Like we all are saying it, right? So hopefully this is what that is, right? Hopefully that is what, hopefully the tea leaves are, we reading them correctly. Because, man, we do all this and go ahead and throw the ball 50 times a game again, bro. Oh my God. With all these backs in the draft, you know what I'm saying? And we just come out here. Nah, but I doubt it though. I think Schottenheimer gonna run the ball, man. I think Dak will fare very well. I do if we can put a strong run game on the field. I think Dak will benefit greatly. All right, so what you say, Joe? If Jerry Jones gets Myles Garrett and Cooper Kupp, I'll be very happy. Woo! I don't know about Cooper Kupp, Joe. I think because we may snatch a receiver at 12. You know what I'm saying? So we snatch a receiver at 12. I don't think we'll go get Cooper Kupp. Then Cooper Kupp have been hurt. So would you rather have a young stud for 5 years, right, at that number 12 slot, or Cooper Kupp and we don't know what we're gonna get? He may break down on this middle of the season next year. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see a wide receiver trade, but I would love that Myles Garrett one. Oh my God, I would love that Myles Garrett one. All right, so I'm gonna say it just like I got it wrote down on this paper. Crybaby Cowboys fans. Yep. Ain't no other way to put this one, man. Crybaby Cowboys fans. All right, so and people like we be trying to. I really try to warn y'all, right? I really try to warn y'all and try to keep y'all. Look, this is a headline grab. Don't, like when the Deion thing came out, right? Look, this is a headline grab. Jared knows how to grab a headline. It's a headline grab. Jared's not about to hire Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders not about to leave Colorado. He negotiating a new deal. They helping each other. He leveraging the Cowboys against Colorado, right? Jerry grabbing the headline all at the same time. Don't put no, don't put any stock into that. But nah, you crybaby Cowboy fans took their cheese and took off running, right? When, people like me was trying to say, hey, they don't, Deion got a great thing in Colorado. Let Deion keep doing what he's doing in Colorado. Give him a couple more years. And if they take a couple more steps forward after his sons leave, he brings in a new class and they still, okay, yeah, now it's time to talk about, bringing them up. But let Deion work. Let Deion work right now, right? So I didn't want Deion. I felt like let Deion finish what he started in Colorado. I want to see how far he can take their program, right? Because he's turned them around. So I didn't want Deion. I wanted Vrabel, right? But New England did what they did. End up with Schottenheimer. Now, like I said earlier, was I happy about it? Absolutely not. I threw a fit, right? What? Right? Yeah, I was very, very happy initially when I first heard it. But one thing I didn't do was pout and, well, I'm finna leave then. I ain't wearing no more Cowboy stuff. I'm gone. I'm going to buy me an Eagles jersey. You want to leave anyway. You want to leave anyway. Go ahead and leave. Bye. If you and something else too. If you're gonna leave, just leave. Yeah, just leave. We don't want to hear about it. You ain't gotta keep posting about it every day. You ain't gotta keep talking to us Cowboy fans. You ain't gotta do none of that. Just go. Move on with your life. If this ain't for you no more, right? We understand. Thank you for your years of service. So you can quietly exit left. We don't want to hear about it every day. We don't. Take the Cowboy stuff off your page. Quit talking about the Cowboys and leave. Just go. We good. We good over here. Right? We good over here. We good over here, right? So, and this is, check this out. Check this out. I've seen some fans do this. Check this out right here. So, for those of you who defecting to the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Just listen to this. So you are leaving one team because they hadn't won a Super Bowl in 30 years, even though they won 5, right? But they hit a drought, which every franchise in this league has at least a 10 to 20 year drought. Some franchises never even been to a Super Bowl, for Pete's sakes, right? But we got crybaby Cowboys fans saying it's been 30 years. That's too long. The Steelers had a 40-year drought, if I'm mistaken. But don't worry about it. The Eagles. So you're going to leave a team, right? Because they haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years to go cheer with a team that waited 60 years for one. Oh, my. I'm saying it again for the people in the back. You're going to leave a team they hadn't won a Super Bowl in 30 years, right? But they got 5 to go cheer with a team that waited 60 years, which is double the 30, for just one Super Bowl. And that makes sense to you. Or even worse, you go cheer with a team that ain't never been to the Super Bowl, but hey, they look good this year. Stay gone. Stay gone. When you leave and you better stay over there. Stay over there. And some things are a blessing in disguise. So us Cowboys fans who were sick of that, right? Some things are a blessing in disguise. My boy Joe, so I've been a Cowboy fan since Tom Landry days. I'm going to be a Cowboy fan until I'm 6 feet under. Preach, Joe. DC 4L. Can you dig it? All right. So let me get on to it. DJ, drop that beat for me. Pick the Super Bowl. Y'all probably know who I'm gonna pick, right? See the shirt I got on. I ain't know. I ain't but one or one ways I can go. All right, so Super Bowl in New Orleans, right? We got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I almost called y'all the Pigeons. The Philadelphia Eagles. Rematch. So I'm just gonna say this, okay? And I know. We try to do like a lot of X's and O's stuff, and I'm gonna get into all that. But I just got to say this before I get into what I think the key matchup is going to be. So some stuff is just common sense. So I'm going to say this. So last time Patrick Mahomes saw the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, he beat them on one leg. He had one good leg, and he still won. So if you couldn't beat Patrick Mahomes on one good leg, how the hell you going to beat him on two good legs? I'm just. Now that ain't got nothing to do with X's and O's. That's just common damn sense. You couldn't beat the man on one leg. Probably not gonna be able to beat him with two good ones. All right, now we'll go ahead and get into the. So I'm looking at Chris Jones, man. I think Chris Jones is really gonna impact this game. I do. Because, the Philly center has been dealing with a back injury. And he may be good now with the gap in between the championship game, but, dude, that's Chris Jones. And Spagnuolo is on another planet dialing up these defenses right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying, McDuffie is probably playing the best at the corner position in the playoffs at this point. McDuffie been looking great. You know what I'm saying? So somebody getting locked up. I'm just saying. Either AJ Brown or Devontae Smith getting locked up. You can book that one. But I'm Kelly Moore Spagnuolo, right? Now I'm gonna give Kelly Moore's props. He dialed some things up in that Washington game now. In the crunch. He dialed something. I have to give him that, but man, I don't know. Spags been there, done that, man. And Spags, Spags is definitely a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator. Like, but definitely a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator, right? So I gotta go Kansas City, right? Philly's offense against Kansas City's defense. I gotta go Kansas City. I got to. Now, do I think Jalen Hurts will make some plays? Absolutely. Jalen Hurts a dog. Yeah, he gonna make some plays. I just think Mahomes gonna make more. I do. I think Mahomes gonna make more. Mahomes is gonna show us why he the guy, right? And it's gonna be by the time Kansas City break bread too. It's gonna be time for Kansas City to break bread too. About $65 million a year, Pat. Yeah, get your bag, right? So, yeah, give me Kansas City, man. With a score of 27-14. I think Chris Jones is the disruptive up front. I ain't gonna say stop the running game, stop Saquon. I say slow Saquon down. I don't think Saquon will go for 200. He may go for $1 though, right? But I'm saying Saquon not going for 200 yards. I think it's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts, and Patrick Mahomes will show you that he's better. That's what I got, man. Yep. Oh, my God. This season is over. All right, y'all. So I'll be back next week with a recap, season recap. I'll be saying goodbye. And we'll be wrapping up another season of Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation. So until then, Mr. Cowboy Nation is challenging you not to be good, but to be great.